Welcome back to the Vansplainin podcast. Yeah, sorry about that. We took a couple months off. How you doing? Got a couple videos we're throwing at you. A little ding dong. How you doing? Because we felt bad. We took a little time off. We had spent some time with some family. I was coaching football. We told you guys a little bit about that before it started, but it's a lot busier than I anticipated. Literally like no time to shoot. So we got you guys like one video in the middle of the season, and here we are.
We're back. Kyle and Mason back in the van.
Kyle and Mason, baby. What the heck are we talking about, huh?
We have a lineup.
We got a suspect on the run. Most wanted van in America. Check it out.
That's right. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And if you do, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, you will be entered to win a free Vansplainin t-shirt, which I have
Right here.
Mason's got right here. 3, 2, 1, prepare your eyes.
That's the back.
Like, share, comment on the suspect trend video or the oops video. Trying to get some views up since we haven't posted in a while, so
You can find them on all of our socials as well as YouTube Shorts.
that, and if you just want to order a shirt, they're $20 a shirt, or if I like you, I might give you a little, 20% off or something. We'll see. If you guys, can prove to me that you're watching all of our stuff. Oh,
Just a way to give back to the van fam.
the family.
The family, if you will.
Our Vandemonium, baby.
There's been a lot going on in current events. It is currently November 21st.
Yep.
The election just wrapped up. We'll touch on that a little bit. Aliens are real.
I got a hole in my shirt. Wing.
A couple of them. But yeah.
Aliens are real. What do you think about that?
And they're in the ocean. So that's bizarre.
They say we haven't even seen X amount of the ocean yet, so I wonder how many unidentified diving objects are down there. UDO.
According to the FBI and CIA, there are at least some.
They've confirmed that there's a little bit, at least.
What I think is most crazy is that our generation is drowning so heavily that whenever that news broke, everybody was just kind of like, yeah, all right, cool. Doesn't matter. We still got to go to work tomorrow. We still got to pay the bills, feed the fam. It just can't be bothered with aliens right now. What's up, Bacon?
We got a Hog Piggy Tyson over here, no, I'm sorry, this one's Evander Holyfield, because got its ear bit off.
I like me some pig ears.
So,
but yeah, aliens are real.
Matt Gaetz is pulling back his what is he doing?
So he was to be appointed into Trump's cabinet, not like his pantry, his presidential cabinet.
Looks like you got some Kraft, some Jif,
a little bit of ramen. But yeah, he has backed out of that, declined that offer amid some sexual assault allegations.
Yikes!
I think he is still standing by the fact that he didn't do anything, but just doesn't want to be a distraction. We'll see about that.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
Those are never good allegations.
Never good. Deshaun
Probably
Watson
hanging out
though,
with Diddy and stuff.
probably invited to the Diddy party.
Watson.
Sean Oakland, that Jack dude from Baylor.
Dude.
He lost his shot at the NFL on what are now, come to find out, false allegations.
That's crazy.
So
I feel like if
it happens.
Yeah, if you're, a female or whatever, and you make those false accusations, I feel like you should face the same punishment that they were facing.
I agree, and I'm not saying Matt Gaetz is innocent by any means. Just
no.
Saying that we don't know.
Yeah. Some stuff came out. Like Ellen DeGeneres.
And apparently went in.
Dude, God. Cut.
So yeah, there's that. Trump is number 45 and 47. I think a lot of people have mixed feelings about that. I am ecstatic about the direction of the economy. Gas prices are already down under $3 average, so That's a plus.
Van likes that.
The van loves that.
She
Van
be
loves that.
guzzling.
I will say I think we dodged a bullet. No pun intended.
Yeah,
but
I
again,
wasn't a huge fan of Kamala.
Our system is just, we only get two options.
And I will say I wasn't a huge fan of Trump either, just because I just don't think he's a great person, but I feel like he might have been the better option too. So, and it is what it is. Like, my opinion really doesn't make a whole lot of difference, and I'm just one of the guys. I'm just a chill guy that goes along with whatever happens. I'm
like
just a chill guy.
In the van, no matter who the president is.
Right. When the world's going to shit and doesn't matter who's president because you're gonna be fucked anyways, but you're just a chill guy in the back of a van. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. And honestly, Congress has a lot more power than the president, and we need term limits on. Our whole system is just jacked, completely not in that good way. It's the whole electoral college is a joke. The whole process is a joke. We've come to a two-party system where if you vote for somebody that's not Democratic or Republican, your vote's wasted. Again, I think we got the best guy that was up for the job. I just think we really need to...
we need more people that are better for the job.
Yeah.
Need to we could have found someone better, I feel like, than a guy that, has all the allegations that he's had in the past. But
with our system, those people will never make it. Those better people will never make it, because you got to be slimy, you got to have money,
you got to be greedy.
So, I mean, I think America's headed in a better direction than it could have been. I think we have we got more talent on AGT than we do in the White House, huh? Heard that.
Wish I didn't hear that, but I heard that.
But my belief is God is in control. God appoints who is in the driver's seat, and I think we'll be fine.
Same.
We survived.
I struggled with coming to that realization, God is in control and doesn't what happens is for a reason. So don't get too hung up on it.
Right. We've survived every president that there's been so far.
And we talked a little bit ago, I just was kind of in a mental spot where it was just nothing seemed fucking cool. So
nothing made sense.
Yeah. When you really think about it, just got to come together. I do hate that we're a two-party system now. There used to be so many, and that, I do believe somebody pretty prominent said, if we ever, get to where we're a two-party system, we failed.
That was Jorge Washington, wasn't it?
Something like that. Was he Spanish? A Spaniard?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is that a slur? Spaniard?
No, I think that's just somebody from Spain.
Okay. I can tell you what is.
Please don't. But no, the system is flawed. It's been flawed for a long time. I don't see it getting any better anytime soon.
I agree.
And like I said, we've survived all of them that we've had so far, and everybody has skeletons in their closet. There's never the only perfect person was Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am going to have an issue with anybody we put in there, and I think that in some ways is
a good thing,
because you're never just fully trusting and fully diving in head first,
because then that's when you can get swindled and fucked around with, and when you're so blindly in love type thing, you don't see their flaws, you don't see the red flags, which good lord, that's me. I walk into a sea of red flags and got blinder glasses on, I'm tapping around with a blind walking stick. Oh, my ex is a meth head. No, don't see that as a red flag.
He's colorblind. Everything looks gray.
Went down on her, started getting a buzz. I'm like, you hanging out with Bug?
We'll cut that.
Maybe.
Probably not. He does the editing.
Smells like mustard. Smells like ammonia and broken families. You've been hanging out with so and so again.
What else is in current events?
Fantasy football. My God. Shout out to my fantasy league. F you guys. I'm 3-8. No, I'm sorry. I'm 3-8. But there's a guy in our league that's 0-11, so not the bottom of the barrel.
Is he trying not to
He's
be,
trying. He's trying. It's Court.
Bruh.
Shout out Court.
We'll see you Wednesday.
We'll see you Wednesday, and then we'll see you January 25th for my comedy show at his place.
We'll do
but your
free
fantasy team sucks, dude.
Hey, we'll do free ads for that. We'll see you at The Woods in Robinson, Illinois.
Woods.
Just off of Route 33 between Oblong and Robinson. Wednesday night.
Yep, Wednesday night, and then January 25th, you'll see me, Shine McKenzie, Gary Reinhart, Commandi, Appworld Johnson, and the Patrick J. Show, along with a special guest appearance from up-and-coming comedian, local homeboy, Will Rich.
Nice. All of those guys are great. I gotta say, Commandi,
Stud, dude.
dude.
Shout out Commandi. He'll be on the pod soon. We've been talking about it. It's just like whenever we're both available, the other one's not. So
On stage, off stage, that dude is dude's hilarious.
he is.
And always a good time, always upbeat, always smiling. One of my favorite people that I
Oh
never
yeah,
get
he could
to
be
hang
down
out
in like the worst trenches you could ever imagine. He make you laugh and you wouldn't even know it, and be like, "Yeah, dude, I ain't got nowhere to sleep tonight." And be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
with. Tell me that.
right. You can sleep in my van, big dog.
Jeez. It's got heat sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not today. Can you see our breath?
Could use a little heat here.
But no, that should be fun. You said January 25th?
Yep, January 25th.
Sweet.
I haven't been practicing, so it's gonna be shit.
You got 2 months, man.
We're gonna be good,
You're good.
and I got good comedians coming with me.
That is a stack
The only thing is I don't want to spew out the same stuff that I did last year, but I'm gonna have to with some of it, I think.
Right. I believe in you, though.
I might do some just like riff on some crowd work too.
Just riffing.
Just riff and riff, raff, love. Shout out to that podcast.
They are good. You introduced me to them. They're pretty
Aaron.
damn funny.
Yeah, Aaron's hilarious. They all are. The other one, St. Louis is funniest one year, and the other one just moved down to Texas to give the old comedy scene a run for its money.
Heck yeah.
The indie scene's next on my list if I have my choice.
Speaking of funny, the opposite side of that emotion is probably like anger.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you guys ever get the chance, you need to play Madden with this guy, especially about 9 a.m.
Dude, stop! You're not allowed to tell them.
It ain't riff raff love. It ain't live laugh love. It's he's winning or nobody's having a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the ladies now. They know I have an anger problem, huh?
Hey, as long as you keep them off the sticks, you'll be fine.
Yeah, honestly, it's like when I'm playing Madden, it's live or die. I could be the highest high or the lowest low.
The man's just competitive, and I don't think that's a terrible attribute to have.
I just got to learn how to harness it. Well, yeah, I let it get out of hand because I was off my meds. All right.
I will admit that is one of the most frustrating games on any console because
It is.
there's so much that just
When Josh Allen kept fumbling it,
Dude.
last time.
you have a running quarterback, and if he gets breathed on, he's dropping the ball. I mean, he literally just proved it last week. To win the game against the Chiefs, he bounced off 3 different dudes on like a 25-yard touchdown run with a minute some left to go in the game. Like,
Very true.
he's a running quarterback, Madden. Update that stuff. It's
And
crazy.
you're like, maybe it's because I had the strip ball on.
I
And
mean,
I'm
I
like,
did have that on too.
Fuck you.
Also,
You're like, love you. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Don't say that right now. And you're like, dude, it is just a game. And I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
it's like telling somebody to calm down when they're angry. Yeah, sure, okay.
It's like trying to baptize a cat.
It's not going to go well. Update to Madden, the new Madden. Saquon Barkley's reverse hurdle
Oh, yeah.
is now an option in the game. You got to do a little magic with the sticks, but they put it in the game where you can actually do a backwards hurdle.
That's going to make so many people mad like myself.
Yeah. Because it's unrealistic. Like, I understand that a person did it, but that person is Saquon Barkley, and he's the only one to have ever done it. So if somebody does that to me, the controller's probably going through the TV, and I'm not even the
yeah.
one. I'm not even the one
Dude.
that gets angry.
I have wanted to break my controller so many times over the last month that like
Playing online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got in a message war back with this one dude because I was like, I got time today.
You DM'd this guy on
He
PlayStation?
DM'd me first and said trash. And I said, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And it was just like bop, 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 back and forth. And he's like, "Oh, you big man," and I'm like, "I will find your location."
Let me get that IP address. I swear.
I found him on Facebook.
Dude, that's psycho.
Yep.
You're going to jail.
I didn't do anything about it.
I think that might. I mean, I guess looking up somebody on social isn't stalking, but you're flirting.
Hey, hey, Mad Dog.
But no, it's ridiculous.
Mad Dog Marion 123.
Shout out.
For you.
Gross.
Dude's got over 5,000 games played on Madden. I had him up 2 touchdowns at half, and he ends up beating me by a field goal. And he's like, "I'm ranked 12," and I'm like, "Good. You've been playing over 5,000 games, bro, and I should have beat you. I missed a field goal." And he's like, "You trash." And I'm like,
That's the long version of go outside.
yeah.
That's what he means is, dude, get a life.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We've had some classics on Madden.
Oh, yeah. Usually they're pretty solid games, I would say, between us.
And there was a long period of time where I would just get absolutely dominated. Like, he'd beat me 7 games in a row by, like, a bajillion points. But I've been working.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I wasn't going to hold up because then that wasn't going to make you any better.
Right. I've also learned how to run the ball. I used to pass, like, 99% of the time.
Running the ball is huge.
Running the ball is huge. And it's easier, mind you, I've had my games, but it's easier than I expected it to be. I feel like on some of the older Madden games, it was really hard to run.
Sometimes it's easier just to run the clock. I had people like won't pass the whole game.
Yeah,
they'll try to run the whole
ball.
clock out.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna win, but like, good luck.
7-0.
Yeah.
Those games, I think it's tough for me because those games don't get real. I mean, winning is fun, but
Like
running the ball's just not fun. Like, you want to see the big play. You want to see 42 to 49.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is. Big news in the NFL. Flacco out.
Oh,
ARN.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I've got whiplash.
Me too. I drafted Richardson in the 3rd round of like all of my fantasy drafts. So like, you guys can imagine how my season's been going for most of my leagues. But I'm like, 3 of the leagues, I'm in it. All right. So buzz off.
And we've talked about it before. I've said it before. Like, when you're in that many leagues, it doesn't matter. At least one of them is just going to be. Law of averages says if you're in that many leagues, one of them's going to suck and struggle. You know.
Yeah, but I try to keep some similar players, and like, I'm smart enough to where I have had it to where like,
everybody's doing pretty good.
I'm kind of fucking sizzling on them, but yeah,
You just got to make the postseason.
You're right though. I mean, there has been usually at least one league.
I'm only in one now because Kyle stopped inviting me. But
I stopped that league.
oh, well, that's the one you had to cut out of all of them. Probably because
everybody else wanted to fall out, and I'm like, I'm not going to get 5 new people right now. I was trying not to end my own life.
I also don't think I paid my dues a single time in that league.
Yeah.
So.
Suspects broke.
3 children.
Churns.
It do be happening.
Yeah.
In this economy, again.
New
taking
pans
a turn.
in this economy.
Can't afford that.
I'm going to be having a couple episodes of me coming out soon with some of the football boys. They want to get on, some of the seniors. So we started 0-4 this year, and then finished out 4-1. So 4-5 on the year. I'd say they played a hell of a second half. The first half we had some games we should have won, but those guys' hearts were in it the whole time. I mean,
I got to see that last game that made the difference in whether or not y'all made playoffs, and it was against an incredible
only team. Yeah, that
incredible Richland
number
County
15,
team.
Gavin Cawthorn. Shout out. You might see this eventually, But that dude is probably one of the best players we ever played against.
But saying all that, I don't know that I have seen a team play harder in a losing effort. Like, y'all showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Onside kick to begin the game, recover it. First play? First play from scrimmage, bomb down the left side for a tud.
75-yard tutter.
Take a 7-0 lead.
Shout out A.J. Noblet. And Reese Johnson, who got honorable mention All-State.
Nice. Heck yeah.
He passed for 1,750 yards.
You guys had a couple key players out for a good part of the season, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had our stud linebacker out the whole year. Kaiser was out half the year, who's our stud wide receiver, who's going to be on the podcast Saturday.
Two things about those guys. Number one, I think if you have them for the season, that last game isn't the difference in playoffs. Number two, I know the score got away from y'all late in that game, but I think that game might end up 50-50 or better for y'all if you've got your guys.
Yep.
Because, I mean, seriously,
Blake,
there were some plays, man. How many interceptions did you force that quarterback? And he was not a guy that turned the ball over.
2 or 3 interceptions on this guy, and he was All-State quarterback.
Yeah, he didn't have very many turnovers all year.
Nope. Blake Green, shout out Blake, he had 15 catches, 274 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Jamar who?
Right. Would have liked to have old Blake at fantasy.
Insane.
Yeah,
that was one game. That was not on the year. That was
a senior night.
Yeah.
We got a lot of those guys are coming back. Not him, but like quarterback.
Pretty much everybody else, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That'll be huge.
We'll lose a couple linemen. We'll be able to. Jevin. Shout out Jevin. He's going to be on Saturday. He's going to be a big piece lost.
You lose a defensive back that gave some breathers, had some legit time throughout the season too, don't you?
Yeah.
At least played snaps. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He
gave guys breathers and.
Oh yeah, he was a starter.
Half the year.
Yep.
So.
But we got some young guys that are coming up that like. Really some dogs. So in our JFL 5th through 8th went undefeated. All of them did this year. So like,
jeez,
good things to come. Our freshman class, just the numbers are real weak. But the guys we do have, we're gonna hit the weight room hard, and they're gonna prove a lot to themselves and to everybody else, I think. So it's all between the ears, man. If you got that mindset and get in there and do the work, like, good things happen.
One thing I wish I would have realized at my high school age is, as cheesy as it sounds, like trusting the process. Like,
oh yeah,
you hit the weight room every day. It's tough as a kid to not see immediate results, especially in this day and age.
Yep.
But those little bits that you get better each and every day, those little bits you get stronger, those little bits you get faster. And then to come out on Friday nights and just do your job. And if everybody, coaches tell you this all the time, but it never clicked for me. If every person does their job on every play, or even the majority of plays, you're going to be successful. The hard part is obviously doing that job. It's not always easy to do. If nobody takes a play off, you focus one play at a time on your job, then the overall picture, the end result, is success. And that never clicked for me as a kid, and I wish it would have.
That's what I am going to be really trying to focus on this off season and going into next year is obviously the weight room, but like not taking plays off. Like, if it doesn't matter if you don't think you're getting the ball like 10 times out of 10 on this play. You better run your route 100%, because that makes all the difference for those defensive backs and everybody else watching you, especially if you're a guy that normally does get the ball. Yeah, they're gonna sway that way, and then the other guy that's supposed to be getting the ball is gonna be more open. So like, and the fakes and stuff like that, like going hard and doing your job every play.
Sam and I went because she never got to watch me play. We didn't know each other in high school, so my parents found my highlight tape a couple weeks ago and gave it to me. And so we came home and watched it. And I've got some highlights on that highlight tape where I was the backside receiver on a run play away from me. And I've got highlights decleating the safety because I reached and went over there and sprung a huge run just out of effort, just out of doing your job. Now, all of a sudden, oh crap, they broke this, and now I'm in the right spot to make the lead block. I could have just ran a streak down the left side and taken my guy with and not been involved in the play, and that would have been fine. But making that effort to get over there every play springs a huge run, or even a huge block if somebody else gets the pass. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And it's stuff like that
could be a difference between a touchdown.
And that's what I'm saying is on this particular film, those couple times it was.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show that probably could have had more highlights on there if I did that every flipping play. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We score a lot more points. I look a whole lot better.
The guy I was telling you about, Kaiser, like, he was like, we practiced this like downfield blocking drill where it's like the two wide receivers line up back to back, and then they go around a cone, and they don't know who's getting the ball, but whoever gets it, whoever doesn't, goes and blocks the guy in the follow. Well, man, like, Kaiser, like, he was our best receiver, but he was our best downfield blocker too. Like, there was a couple plays, like when he was still playing before he hurt his knee, that, you know, there was a couple defenders where he would, you know, AJ or Blake caught the ball and they're trying to get there, and he ran in front of them and like just basically just putting
in the way,
getting his body in there, and like touchdown.
That's the way.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's another thing that I didn't, because I played receiver, and I didn't realize till college they taught us to not engage until the running back or whoever has the ball is near you, because then you don't have to hold that block for the whole 5-10 seconds of the play by the time they get out to you, you know, because you're split out wide. It's be in position, and then you engage as the running back's on your hip, then they can't make the play. You don't have to sit there and stock block the guy from the snap and sit there, and then you get caught with a hold, or then you get beat because you've had to block it for 5 seconds. It's just be in the way. You don't have to decleat anybody. You don't have to just be between the ball and the guy.
Yep. But getting that through to a lot of kids' heads too, because like they want to decleat every time they touch somebody.
Yes.
And it's like you just play smart and
just do your job.
Yeah, just be in the way, and then you might take a hit, but they're get down the field.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And you don't have to sit
was
there
smart, man. He's getting some looks, college looks. So.
And that's a good drill too, because like, never become a spectator on the field, because number one, you'll probably get wrecked, and number two, you're not helping.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
don't play scared. You know, always go be the one to hit, because like it feels a lot better.
Well, and you know how it is, like having ADHD too. It's like you can get caught, just kind of, oh, he caught it, go. No, you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. Like, because whether you like it or not, there's a chance you get involved in the play, and you'd rather be in control of when and how you get involved in the play than somebody involving you in it.
Right.
I love coaching.
Oh yeah,
it's so much fun.
It was so rewarding. I really love those kids, man.
And you get to help, because like we're sitting here talking about how I wish I'd have realized that. Well, now you can help somebody realize that and not waste potential and waste.
That's
greatness.
my plan. Because like give them the knowledge that I wish I would have taken in.
Yep. I know waking up at 5 o'clock and getting to the gym at 5:30 whenever you've got school all day and then practice afterwards sucks. But the more you do that...
You look at me as a freshman, and then you look at me as a senior. It's all you need to know. Because they saw pictures of me as a freshman, they're like, yo, Coach Kyle. Then they saw a picture of me as a senior, they're like, yo, Coach Kyle.
Exactly. Unfortunately for me, my big transition physique-wise happened after ball. I wish. But no, it happened after ball. Like, I started getting in the gym because I enjoyed it and because I wanted to see change, and I understood that small increments.
And you were like, dang,
yeah. Yeah, it's like, where was this whenever I was 18?
Me and Coach Jerry talk about it. Like, there's some, like, I don't know if it's just the age group now. A lot of them don't necessarily look like football players. Like, we got a couple of them, but like that
they
build
like
and that wanting to look good and like build those muscles needs to come back a little bit. But
I gotta go.
Sounds good. We're wrapping it up. You got to answer.
I missed it. I'm gonna call him back.
All right. You want to do a quick sign off?
Yeah.
All right, that's all we got. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back probably Saturday, so stay tuned and go like, watch, share, everything. Get a free t-shirt. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Vansplainin podcast.
Love you.